Hey!
Hello, everyone. Matteo here. I'm joined by Gino and Gules today.
Hello.
We're going to
Hi.
be talking about the rest of the Summer Games window, at least that had dates, right? The conferences that had dates. The Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Showcase that was today as of recording this video. And then as well as a few other games that are sprinkled in here that weren't in showcases, but we're not talking about every single game that was shown in these showcases. We're only going to be talking about the games that we care about. I've assembled a list here of games that I'm pretty sure encompass everything that we wanted to talk about. We'll spend various lengths on each game because some games literally just were a logo that appeared on a screen.
Yep.
Some were complete, 15-minute gameplay showcases that have a lot of stuff to talk about. So, yeah. So, if you guys like what we're doing here at the Hub World, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. And also, yeah, we're not talking about the PlayStation State of Play because Phil and I did a discussion about that a few days ago. So there'll be a link where Gino is pointing in the top corner of the screen over here. And yeah, so the first game that I have on my list is one that came out the morning of the Summer Games Fest. It was not part of the Summer Games Fest. And it's a game that is right over my shoulder here as part of this collection.
Just take it down, Matteo.
It is...
And we've hidden lots of various games and stuff that we care about in the set today. So if you
Yes.
see stuff that's out of place or anything, let us know how many of them you see in the comments.
Put it here for now because we're talking about it. The Toy Story Retro Roundup, coming October 15th on everything. This was a huge surprise because, Digital Eclipse does, these great sort of, historical compilations of games. They did a Tetris one. They did a Mortal Kombat one. They do great work. I love their collections. But Toy Story is really weird because, Disney allowed them to make this big, celebration of Toy Story. It comes out in October, which is months after Toy Story 5, which is really weird. You'd think it'd come sooner. But it has the Toy Story 2, Toy Story 1 racing game. It has Buzz Lightyear Star Command, which is, super random.
Yeah.
It has
Disney wanted to forget about that.
It has the A Bug's Life game, and it has Toy Story 3 Remastered, which Toy Story 3...
I thought that was a separate thing.
It's part of the collection.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Dang, okay.
And it's all versions of those games, like I mentioned. It has the N64 version of Toy Story 2, which is better than the PlayStation 1. So, yeah, I'm really excited for that collection.
Basically, it's going to be the best place to play all these games.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really weird. Disney delisted a bunch of their games on Steam. And some of these games were the ones that were in the groups of games that were delisted. Well, they're here now in probably a way better form to play. So
Yeah, hopefully they don't bungle it like Rockstar did with the GTA collection, huh? But no, it'll be good. It's a nice little piece of fun that we're looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but yeah, a lot of the announcements, I do want to say, I don't know, I was calling it a bit of a summer snooze fest because out of all the announcements and everything we got, maybe I can count on both of my hands the things that I care about.
that's pretty good.
I mean 10 things out of 2 different conferences and a bunch of 3 actually if you count PlayStations. But yeah, but there was one game that everyone was clamoring for that didn't show up, but you know what, Hub World people, we got you covered here because I have brought out Destiny 3. Here we go. Right
next to Master Chief.
Yep.
The character that Bungie should have been working on this whole time.
Yep. We have Destiny 3. You see it here first and only. We have Destiny 3 at the Hub World.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was funny though, watching all the conferences, even though there was zero chance Destiny would be at Xbox's show.
Yep.
People are in the chat spamming Destiny 3, Destiny 3, Destiny 3.
Do not go gently,
Yep.
everyone.
I mean, fair enough.
Guardians make their own fate. But yeah, I find myself eating my words again. First it was Bocopia, and now it's this. In one of the last videos that I was appearing in, I was like, yep, Destiny needs to end. But when it actually did end, not like this.
Yeah, it's
not like this. We needed a succession plan. There is no plan here. I do want to talk about it once I've kind of like sorted myself out a little bit more about
Once
how I
you
feel
played
on
the
this.
content as well, that is the last content that's
We're
coming.
planning on doing some stuff on the final patch day, June 9. Re-download, make sure you're all patched up and everything ready to go.
Slam.
We are going to play. We are going to slam these servers, and we are going to tell the multi-billion-dollar company to make a video game.
We're gonna tell them a way they can make money.
Yes, Sony, please make money. Do not continue your villain arc.
Too late.
Yep.
Jim Ryan set them on that path.
Oh gosh.
But the other game that's not part of a conference was a game that was teased in Yuka Replay, which is its kart spin-off, Super Ukulele Kart. I know we have differing opinions on this, but like this game isn't your like game that they were working on instead of Yuka, the second ukulele game. This was a small team that started within Playtonic during the development of Yuka Replay. It's a 2D Mario, like SNES Mario Kart-like game that apparently controls like a dream, which people were very, very clear to say, hey, this game controls like a modern Mario Kart, but it's visually like a classic Mario Kart type of game, and it is going to have a story mode. They wouldn't talk too much about that, but like it seems in the interviews I've seen, they seem confident that it's going to be a somewhat like adventure mode type of story mode.
Closer to Mario Kart DS or closer to Diddy Kong Racing?
But Diddy Kong Racing's adventure mode was just a way to do time trials and like other things as well, right? Like it was just disguised in a hub world.
Oh.
So and when you think about it, it was like boss races, time trials, collect these things. Like, okay, but that is mission mode in Mario Kart DS, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they talked about it. It doesn't have a release date or a release window yet. They said there's a demo that's going to be coming soon. So I'll be probably playing that at some point and giving my impressions of it when I do get to play it. But anyone else?
Who will be your main, Matteo? Who will you main in Super Yuka Kart?
For me, I'm gonna be vanilla. I'm gonna say Yuka.
I'm going Rextro.
Yeah, Rextro would be
good
amazing.
What about the Trouser Snake?
Trouser would probably be my number 3.
What,
I hope Kartos
what's the
is in the
duck?
game.
Kartos would Kartos just be
Kartos would be great.
Would Kartos just be rolling around, or
Yes.
would Kartos have a cart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Who's the duck? What's his
Isn't it
name?
like
Professor Quack,
Professor Quack, yeah, I think.
Professor Quack. That's my man.
Dr. Puzz.
What about Dr. Puzz? You guys
Dr.
like Dr. Puzz? Or Vendy?
Bendy,
Sitting
nah.
on a wire.
But, so those are the only Toy Story and Super Ukulele Kart, the only 2 games that are not in presentation. Now we're going to get into the Summer Games Fest. We'll go through the games that were in the Summer Games Fest. Spoiler alert, there's not really many that I really care to talk about, but I think Jules's games that he cares about are also within that. First of all, as the Resident Evil aficionado
As the
now,
Resident Evil aficionado.
yes. The first game they showed off was Resident Evil Veronica, which is a remake of Resident Evil Code Veronica that came out on the PS1 Dreamcast generation. Interesting how they just changed the name a little bit, so subtly. Claire's the main character of this game. If you didn't know, she was in Resident Evil 2. And it is coming out 2027. I would bet it's going to come out Q1 of 2027. That's when Capcom likes to release their games.
Would it be in February?
I feel like it would be
Typically,
probably
January, February.
even March. I would extend it into March.
Yeah.
Like it's that it could come out literally within a year of Resident Evil Requiem coming out. But yeah, that was a big announcement. It was rumored for a long time. Code Veronica is a game that people really like. It was the number 1 on the list of games left that haven't been remade for a lot of people, and it is getting up there in price, like every Resident Evil game is now. So
Yep, good thing you finished your collecting for it when you did.
yes, I still don't have Resident Evil Requiem, but I'm nowhere near ready to play that game yet. So by the time I'm ready to play it, I'll buy it, and then it'll be
A good price.
more discounted because it's already on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right after that, Studio MDHR came out and had a really cool puppet segment where they were revealing 2 new Cuphead games.
Wow.
The one that's more imminent, probably. Neither of them have release dates or release windows, but
Will
Mighty,
they be after GTA?
yes, definitely. Mighty
Yeah,
Cuphead
definitely.
Adventure, which is sort of like an 8-bit retro sort of throwback game. For all platforms, I believe it was shown off for. That game actually looks really, really good. I assume it's just literally Cuphead, but 8-bit. It didn't
Yeah,
seem
I think
like it was
I think
that
it's
different.
platforming. It looks like it's more platforming heavy
Mhm.
than like it's not gonna just be a boss rush. It'll be a platform game. It also I might be wrong, but it looked like it was more simple,
Mhm.
and I don't know if
Definitely.
it'll be as difficult. I wonder if that will be like the easy mode Cuphead made for the viewers of the show.
Mhm. I mean, I might play it if it's really
Yeah.
easy. I remember demoing Cuphead back at PAX 2015.
We got past the tutorial.
Yes. It was tough as nails. I remember doing the dogfighting level. Could not do it.
Yeah, the airplane stuff.
Mind you,
was
they
really
said
tough.
at the kiosk where I played, they said very few people have actually beaten the demo, so I didn't feel too bad about myself. And then the other Cuphead game is just a more traditional 2D hand-drawn animated Cuphead game, which I assume is going to be like the traditional sequel to Cuphead. They didn't show anything off for that. That's probably a ways down the road. So
Yeah, those games are years away
Yeah.
for sure.
mhm.
They
I'm
hand draw it
excited
all,
about
right?
them. Yeah, I'm excited for them, but I think it's like at least the sequel felt like a premature announcement. But maybe they did that to like like calm those who might have been upset that the platformer didn't look
Yeah.
like a sequel.
Mhm.
So it's more like here's this thing we're doing that's different, but don't worry, we're also making a real sequel.
Next up on my list from the Summer Games Fest is TMNT: The Last Ronin. Last Ronin, if you haven't read it, is a fantastic Ninja Turtles comic. I'm not going to talk about spoilers in it because it's incredible. But Platinum Games is coming back to Ninja Turtles. They made a Ninja Turtles game, I believe, on it was either 360 or the Xbox One generation. It was decent, but Platinum had an era where they made I wouldn't say cash grab type games, but it was more licensed games. Like they did Transformers Devastation, they did Ninja Turtles.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it's I'm blanking on the name. I'll put it here in post production. Yeah, Last Ronin's incredible. They literally showed nothing about it though, aside the fact that Platinum is making it. Paramount is also making like a Paramount Games label that is going to be publishing the game. So take with that what you will.
Yeah, and that game, it'll be cool to see it when they do show stuff because it's similar. Like they made the Metal Gear game with Raiden, and I think that could really help inspire that game. And also, I remember them when they announced that because this was the formal announcement, but they had talked about making a Last Ronin game previously, and they had said that because I know one of the big things of the comic is like you don't know which turtle is the Last Ronin.
Yep.
But they had said you will not know who the turtle is in this too. Like they're not necessarily adapting the comic. Like they're keeping that mystery. So that will be cool.
Good thing I didn't say what I said. I was thinking because I'm like, oh yeah, isn't it a blank story?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we don't know who it is because they might change it.
They might change it, but I don't.
Is it going to be the original Ninja Turtle that had all of the tools, like the original
all
drawing?
all the weapons.
Yeah, the original drawing. If you've ever seen it, it's really funny.
And then, lastly, it's really the big game, probably the biggest game we're going to talk about today.
High Guard 2
is Final Fantasy VII Revelation, coming spring 2027 on all platforms, day one.
Dang.
They're finally doing it. Square Enix. Finally doing what they should have done with the other two games.
Should I buy it on Switch? Should we buy it on Xbox?
I'm buying it on PlayStation, even though they're saying that. But yeah, wow. What a way to end the show. I was gonna make a comment in the video I made with Phil about it was really disappointing that this game wasn't in the state of play, but realistically, it doesn't matter because it's a multi-platform game at launch, so why not put it at Summer Games Fest? That's where most people were paying attention to also, so isn't that show. So
I agree. I think that I think what we were all expecting it might go multi-platform, and so I was actually anticipating it wouldn't be in the state of play for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they really wanted to stress that it would be on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so exciting, like, especially because now, as of Tuesday, like literally under a week ago, both Remake and Rebirth are on everything.
Yeah.
So it was literally like dropping Rebirth on Switch 2 and Xbox, and 3 days later they announced the sequel.
Yeah. So
coming
I guess
out
like
in
all
under
the
a year.
the people playing it for the first time on those other platforms can now like play through it, play through the story, understand who these characters are, and hopefully by the time they finish, there's some time to digest, and then the next game comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't have to wait very long, which is really exciting. Like really cool for a lot of the people who will be playing, because it's almost like they get the full Final Fantasy VII.
Do you think they'll actually make like one big collection that'll have like all 3 of the games on like in like one package where it's like, okay, it's a multi-game?
I'm sure
or a
digitally
multi-disc
they'll
game?
do that. They'll bundle the 3 games digitally together,
digitally.
but that's going to be a lot of discs if you do that on.
Yeah.
It would be 3, right? Because the first one was 1, the second game was the second one, and the third game was the third one. There was no like Rebirth didn't have like 2 discs in it.
I mean, they could.
Let's see if it does.
It doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it did. It does have 2
It
discs.
did.
Oh.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
It
one
has
disc.
an
Data
install
disc, and then the play disc.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one's a play disc. What's an install? Whatever.
I mean,
Yeah, but that's the same thing. That's literally what multi-disc
I'm talking
is
like
now.
the PS1 era, where like you finish all the content on the first disc, you take it out, you put the second disc in to continue your same save file. I'm talking like that.
Yeah, that's it. I know, but this is what that is now, right? Like,
Yes.
It's just installs. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're back in the
It
World of
just
Warcraft
installs,
days
so-
where we have like 15 discs that we have to install.
Well, yeah.
So-
It's just like the fundamentals, so that
Yeah.
all of the data is there on discs. But you're only like you don't need to break up the game, right? Like, but either way, like I, as somebody who has played it and followed it and bought the collector's editions from the beginning, or the deluxe editions,
Mhm.
I would be upset if they made a package deal now.
Yeah.
Because I would feel as a collector like I am being burned and punished for buying these when they came out. So I kind of hope it's, digitally bundle them or have a deal where like you package all 3 games together, but they're still in their individual boxes. They're still separate.
Yeah.
And I
Maybe
also
in like a
do
few
think,
years down the line.
maybe. I do think marketing wise, it would be wise for them not to invest in the idea of like, oh, these are 3 parts of one game. I think that they should still market them as 3 separate games, because I think that what ultimately hurt the sales and the general sentiment of the first 2 games was this concept that, oh, they broke one game into 3 games. But it's like, no, they expanded one game into 3 games. Like, you're not getting 3 episodes, you're not getting 3 parts, you're getting 3 fully packed, content heavy like games. It's a narrative has been broken into 3, sure, but the games are full.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think Remake is what, 45 hours, Rebirth is like 90.
And based on what we've seen from Revelation, it's probably going to be longer than Rebirth, or very close to the same length or longer. I think. Like,
yeah, I think it'll be. I think what the distinction between Rebirth and Revelation, because they said they learned a lot from Revelation, is I think that to complete it, you'll still have like 100-hour experience, but the story will probably be beatable more quickly, because it's not going to like put you on the path of all the side stuff. Like, you have to actively seek it out. So then you're not going to get all the like, oh, I finished a chapter and now like 70 things showed up on my map and I got to do all those before I can move on. If you're a completionist, it'll be more like, oh,
that's
like
what I did.
Yeah. Like, you'd have to explore to find those things, I'd assume.
So I never played Final Fantasy VII. My first Final Fantasy game ever was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then I played Remake.
So we did 2, then 1.
Yeah, and then I'll play Revelation, but I want to play through the story of Revelation as close to the original story order that was in the original Final Fantasy VII as possible. Because they did say like there's gonna be like you're gonna have some sort of agency to go where you want to go in that game, like what areas first. So I'm gonna have to do some research into finding out like what's the next event after, like what, like So
what you'll probably find though, Matteo, I guarantee you, what you will find when you do that is you won't find an order, because I think because there's not much left in terms of the narrative before like the open world opens up in the original, and all that stuff was side content, so there wasn't an order to do it. And I guarantee you all that story stuff is just going to be front loaded into like the first 5 or 6 chapters, and then the open world opens up. And so there might not actually be a real like order from the original, because all that was just side content originally anyway.
But yeah, it was a really impressive game visually. Like it's coming out sooner than I thought. I didn't realize, or I didn't think it'd be coming out like in spring. I thought that was going to be like a summer fall game, but we were talking at lunch today about like all the things. It's very like fitting that it's coming out next year though, because of all the different like anniversaries and like checkboxes the game has. Like it's a really, really cool thing to be happening when it's happening.
Yeah, 100% it is.
Like 30th anniversary of the original game. It's been 7 years since the first game came out. Like, yeah, Square Enix knows how to celebrate an anniversary, unlike some other Japanese developers I know. But is there anything else you want to add for Final Fantasy? We didn't really talk about the game that much. We talked about more like stuff around the periphery. But
I would love to have, like, I'm sure down the line we'll have a Final Fantasy VII
I feel like
discussion,
we need more info.
Maybe with Phil. Like maybe closer to the game or in the months leading up, we'll talk more about it. But what I will say is, if you are an Xbox or a Switch player and you haven't picked up Remake or Rebirth, like, they are exceptional games. They are discounted, right? They're only like $65 Canadian, which I think is like 50.
And they're very good versions.
American.
Very good versions. Of the game.
Yeah.
They're solid games, lots of content, lots to love there. And then on top of that, Crisis Core is available on everything as well, and that's another great one to pick up and get the full story. So you got, 9 months to play 2 games, maybe 3 if you want, and maybe watch a movie if you want to have the full context going in.
Yeah.
And just, I know Phil wants just to say the games the games he was looking forward to that came out in Summer Games Fest. Aside from Code Veronica and Final Fantasy, he really is looking forward to Alien Isolation 2. The guy, I forgot the name of the developer, that he worked for Sony before Sony Japan Studio was dissolved. The guy that did Shadow of the Colossus, Eco, all those games, he's making a new game. And also the Virtua Fighter, the new Virtua Fighter game that's part of that Sega collaboration. More on that later on. The Monster Hunter expansion, and Tifa being in Final Fantasy, and Tifa from Final Fantasy being in Street Fighter 6
instead of Tekken.
Yes, that's a whole other can of worms I don't want to get into. And then Star Wars Galactic Racer looks awesome. I'm happy Saboba's back.
So, and let's not forget Sonic Pico Park.
What the heck even is that?
It looks great. I don't know much about Pico Park, but I will buy that game when it comes out.
Just because Sonic's in it.
Yeah.
So, I'd say it wasn't that great of a Summer Games Fest, in my opinion. I was looking forward to games like, I was hoping Star Wars Jedi Survivor, or the new like Jedi game, was going to be in it, and then also a new Injustice game or a new DC fighting game from NetherRealm. That had no chance of being in there, Gino.
Hey, Xbox gave us one mascot, Matteo.
You're buried in the lead. We're buried in the lead. We're gonna now talk about the Xbox showcase. Okay. We watched today. We all went to Joe's place and watched it together. As per our tradition, we all get together and watch Xbox. It was weird seeing Gino there because he's usually never there.
Yeah, I'm usually working.
Yeah, he's usually...
This year, I don't know what happened. I got it off. So.
Yeah. But I'd say in general, the Xbox showcase was probably the best one this year. But like I wouldn't say it was incredible. It was just like the other ones weren't as good.
Yeah.
Like if this showcase was a 7 out of 10, everything else was like a 6 out of 10 or lower. It wasn't Xbox's strongest show, but they just happened to be the best. I mean, Banjo wasn't there, as you all know by now. It's the 16th straight year that I've hoped for a new Banjo game at a Microsoft showcase. Yeah, we had Banjo in Rare Replay, and like Banjo was brought in Smash Bros, but that wasn't Xbox. So it's been 16 straight years of waiting for a game and not getting a new game. So maybe year 17 will bring me good fortune. But
Matteo, if your disappointment was a human, it could start learning how to drive now.
Yeah, well, it's exactly. It's
in
birthday.
2 years, it can vote.
Yes, it'll be legally an adult in 2 years.
Your disappointment.
We're old. So Xbox started off in a very similar way to PlayStation and the Summer Games Fest. They went with a big game, arguably one of the biggest games right away. The shows they had like great starts, and they had a big game at the end. Xbox did not have a big game at the end for us, but more on that later.
Yeah.
But Gears of War E-Day, which is coming out October 6th.
Holy shit. This looks amazing. This reminds me of the 360 era.
Yes.
Dark, gritty, bloody, and just like...
It's the 20th anniversary of the Gears franchise. They're doing... It's the Halo Reach of Gears of War. Like, it's the prequel. Mm-hmm. E-Day, if you guys don't know the lore behind E-Day, E-Day is when the Locusts came to Earth and like...
It's not Earth.
Or yeah, the Terra.
The Terra.
The
Sarah.
Or whatever it is. It's been a long time since I played Gears, but 25% roughly of the Earth, of the planet's population dies on E-Day. And that's when all the characters get put into like their paths that you see in the original Gears trilogy. And I'm predicting the game's going to end when the Hammer of Dawn's developed, and that's when the tides turn a little bit for the main characters. But yeah, it was really jarring seeing like Marcus and Dom and like
wearing
playable
jeans.
characters wearing like normal clothes and like jumping and
hanging
and being
out at
like
the bar.
really mobile, because they usually do like the poop squat run, right? When they're hiding behind cover. The game is being made by the Coalition, obviously, who are like the development studio you want, like that work on like Unreal Engine. So
Matteo, you had said how much of the population died on E-Day?
25% roughly of the planet.
So the same amount of platforms that were eliminated from this game being released on.
I mean, I guess, yeah, because like it's on PC as well, but yeah, there's no PlayStation version anymore. It was really weird. Last night, Jeff Grubb was saying, yes, the PlayStation version is not coming out anymore, but then this morning, the European ratings board rated a PS5 version of the game. And then today, it's just, it's a console exclusive to Xbox. So,
yeah.
There's probably a PS5 version of Gears 5 sitting on someone's hard drive somewhere that will never see the light of day.
And there was an Xbox podcast, I believe, or an interview after the direct, or the showcase, where Matt Booty said they're going to be like MMOs and live service games and things like that, Bethesda, Activision games, they will be released on everything going forward. But then when it comes to Xbox Game Studios, like their internal umbrella, it's going to be a game by game basis now. They're not going to be releasing everything anymore. Like they have to release Fable, they have to release Forza, they had to release Halo
because they promised those.
Those games, at least, were all like they were all going to come out earlier, and they have the deals already. But I feel like Xbox probably did have to pay some sort of like fee or whatever to break their agreement, because Gears initially was announced to come to PS5. So,
well, Sony went and broke their deals, like, oh no more games coming to PC.
But they didn't previously announce any games. They fulfilled their commitment and released all the games that they had announced on PC.
Yeah, maybe.
Xbox, who knows? But yeah, E-Day looks awesome. I was looking at my Xbox One collection here, and I'm like, oh, I don't own Gears 4 and 5 physically. I'm higher on those games than most people are. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm going to get it day one because this
I think
year...
my Elite controller, I have, like, the box of my original Xbox Elite controller, I got it signed by the devs of Gears 4. They were doing, like, a signing thing at this one place that I got. And so it's actually, like, a nice little neat piece of memorabilia.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get Gears day one because there's just so many games coming out. We'll go over that in a bit at the end as well. The next game they showed off was Fable, the recently delayed Fable. That got delayed into February, but now we have a concrete date of February 23rd of 2027. Haley Atwell was shown off to be in the game as, I don't know if she's a villain or if she's like... Yeah, okay, yeah, so...
I think she's the villain.
That game just needs to come out. Like, we saw a great demonstration of the game at the previous Xbox developer direct. I feel like they don't really need to show any more of this game. Just
we know it's
release it. It was announced like 6 years ago. It was announced in 2020, I think. Yeah, and then it's coming out in 2027. So that's why developers, it's important to not count your eggs before they're hatched, and just when the game's ready, or when it's very close to being ready, then show it off. Don't show it off when you've literally started development.
Don't pan over a landscape and then just say, this game is now in development, and it's been 10 years.
I wonder what game that is, Gino.
I want Skyrim 2.
Oblivion 3.
We already have Oblivion... Wait. No, we don't have Oblivion 2. We do have Oblivion 2. We don't have Oblivion 3.
Yes, and but that February, March, probably April time is just a crazy time for RPGs.
So the next game that we're going to be talking about is Halo Campaign Evolved, getting a release date of July 28th.
Yep.
They don't really need to show much more of this game also for me to sell me, because it is a amazing looking remake of Halo 1. I know people had issues with it originally. It looks a lot better. It's certainly better than the previous Halo 1 remake that we had, right? The one on the 360.
Which was literally just the old game with just textures.
And as of right now, Joe messaged us before we recorded. They had a collector's edition that looked awesome. It is now sold out. Xbox has started a Xbox Game Studios store, and the collector's editions for Halo, Fable, and Gears were exclusive to that. At least of right now, Halo is sold out. I don't know about the other two. But yeah, this game looks really awesome. It's also coming to PlayStation 5. So if you guys are PlayStation fans and you've never played Halo, you can try the first game out there. I highly doubt any more Halo games in the future will be on PlayStation going forward.
This is probably it.
Just like Gears of War.
I don't know. I think the best thing they can do is put Halo 2 on, but not Halo 3. Because then you hook them, and then they want to play Halo 3, and then they got to buy an Xbox to do it. So that's how you do it.
That's smart.
As a reminder, this game does not have online player versus player multiplayer. There is online campaign co-op, but the game is literally only campaign. They added 3 new missions, like step before the events of Halo 1, which are really cool. We knew about those, I believe, in the leak. It's gonna be a discounted. It's gonna be a discounted game when it comes out, which is nice. So that'll be in the really busy, crowded July of this year. And then also, I'd say my favorite new game that we've seen across all 3 of these shows, one that's really enticed me, just based on the concept of the game.
The
Magician, The Devil's Deal.
Yeah.
This game looks awesome.
We were looking at this, Matteo's like, what the heck is this? And I'm like, oh my god, it's a magic game. Dude's pulling like cards out of his sleeve, throwing them.
It's like Bioshock, but the main character is a magician.
Yeah. just the idea of this is just very, very just like we've never seen something like this before because we've seen like wizard's magic. We haven't seen like phony baloney magic.
Yeah, he's throwing out cards. He's using his wand. He's shooting fire. Like, it's a great concept for.
Is there going to be a grapple where it's just he's just pulling like the rope out of his sleeve?
Yeah.
Is he gonna make a ball disappear with the ball in a cup thing, so you can actually play as those guys?
Is he gonna throw birds out of his hat? Like, who knows?
No, it's gonna be a rabbit.
I can throw birds.
Big Chungus comes out of the hat. There you go.
But that game's coming out next year.
Yeah.
And yeah, Phil said like a lot of the games shown off in these shows are BioShock likes. This is the best one of all of them that were shown, in my opinion.
Yep. We'll eventually get to the day where we can start hucking bees at people again.
Maybe, yeah. Where is that BioShock game?
Well, we had System Shock, but it's not BioShock.
Yeah.
I want to throw bees.
So, I briefly talked about Virtua Fighter. Well, another game that was part of that like Sega IP revival initiative that happened a few years ago got shown off. Crazy Taxi World Tour.
Yes.
Coming next year on every platform, which is really cool. I had recently just picked up Crazy Taxi on the GameCube. We've played it a lot in arcades over the years. I really like Crazy Taxi. It is not the most in-depth game, but it's just an addictive game. I really am curious to know what they mean by World Tour. Is it just going to be San Francisco, where they're going to have like people from around the world racing around San Francisco, or is it going to have multiple cities?
I think it's going to be multiple cities because the Uber driver that showed up next to the Crazy Taxi person was all like, "Oh, here's your passport," and it's an app.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, maybe they pick someone up, they drive onto a plane, the plane flies over, and then you drive them around in the other city.
Mm-hmm. And then I'd say,
what about the console reveal?
Yeah, I was wondering to do that here at the end, but yeah.
Well, it was in the middle of the show, so it should be in the middle of
this.
this.
I forgot the exact placement, because I think all the games I'm talking about were in chronological order. Actually, no, they're not. I screwed up. But I did make one change, because I felt like it made sense to do it this way.
Yeah.
But, just quickly, the Xbox 25th anniversary console looks amazing. Transparent plastic is back.
Yes!
For the console and the controller. Hopefully they're not too difficult to find because Phil finally is going to be buying an Xbox Series X. Because he's a huge fan of the original Xbox. I hope those controllers, though, are sold separately.
Yeah.
I would definitely buy one in a heartbeat. I love that green. It's like the N64 jungle green.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a pretty cool trailer.
Speaking of green.
No, not yet. That's in a little bit. We have Castlevania Belmont's Curse getting a date of October 15th.
Yeah.
Another game
in the middle of spooky season.
Yeah. Well, another game though that's not coming in November.
Yep.
Interesting. Was it announced for Switch 2? Because it didn't say Switch. It wasn't in the trailer though.
It didn't have the Switch 2 thing.
So nothing in the Xbox showcase had the Switch 2 logo.
It did.
Even No, none of them did.
Nope, I saw.
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi had Switch and Switch 2.
Did it?
Yeah. There were games that had it.
Because some of the games that are coming and were literally announced for Switch 2 did not have the Switch 2 logos.
Okay.
So
some of them did, some of them didn't.
Maybe, yeah.
So I had assumed that they had removed them from... But maybe it was just the Xbox published ones removed Switch 2.
Who knows?
From them.
I know Castlevania didn't have it in the trailer because I remember talking about that with Joe. But that game looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there to say? We talked about a lot when it was announced.
Yeah, looks cool.
I'm happy Castlevania is finally back in a non-collection. So now we'll talk about Persona. Persona 4 happened early in the show. Persona 6 happened later. So we'll talk about Persona 6 just quickly now because it literally was just a logo reveal.
Yeah.
And that doesn't have a release window associated with it whatsoever.
I can't believe Xbox got the show, like...
Every single Persona game since 5 Royal has been announced at an Xbox showcase. I'm pretty sure. Because we had 5.
It has.
We had 3, 4, Tactica, like 6 now. They've all been at Xbox showcases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't sell well on Xbox, but Microsoft pays Atlas a lot of money to get that. You know, they want people to know that
And
Xbox
this one
is
is an Xbox
can play
Green.
them. Yes, it is
It's
an
Xbox Green.
So yeah,
Well,
not much
see
to
what-
say about 6, but 4. I think this was the gameplay reveal for Persona 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It
coming
was.
out February 18th. And just before we delve into Persona 4,
I bought it. I bought their Golden on Steam last year with the intention of playing it. This got announced, and I'm like, well, I can uninstall this now.
yeah, I'm the
And I
same
did.
way. I bought it. I'm not playing it. I'm gonna wait for this.
Yeah.
But February 2027, mark your calendars, folks. That is the month of hell for us.
Do we want to have like a calendar graphic up just to like?
Within an 11-day stretch, Tomb Raider, Persona 4, and Fable all come out. I don't
There's
think
one other.
What else? Oh no.
They're one of the ones we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, what about the little crow? The Magpie game.
Which game?
The Magpie game.
Am I not? The one I'm excited about. Is that one not February?
No, I don't think it has it's just a spring.
Oh, okay, I'm wrong. I was conflating it with Persona then.
But those 3 games are awesome. Tomb Raider, I love Tomb Raider, but that's an easy, like, weakest of the 3. I love Persona. I've never played 4. Everyone says 4 is incredible. And then Fable, I've literally been waiting 6 years to play this game. What do I do?
This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get Persona on PC. I will play it there. You can play Fable. But when we're done, we swap.
I don't want to
No,
play Persona on
no.
PC, though. That's why this is not a good thing, people. This is not a
You're gonna
good
play
thing.
Persona. You're gonna play Persona. And one thing to say about Persona, I have to go back and re-watch the trailer to be certain, because it was early in the morning, and I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure the character that is only in the golden version of the game was in the trailer.
Yes, I watched
I
some
think.
reactions, and people did say that there is golden content in this game.
Yeah. So if that one character was there, which I think that they were, that means that golden, it's the golden version, which is good, because 3 was not the like Apex version of the game. They added that content later. The golden stuff is more like Royal, where it's like sprinkled throughout, and you have to achieve certain things to unlock like the extra content.
Yeah.
So it would have been strange to release it later, because it would have meant you had to replay the game to experience it.
Yeah. And I think that's a smart thing to do, because yeah, like you said, it's the Royal content from Persona Royal is sort of structured the same way as Golden. But yeah, visually it looks exactly how I thought it would. I'm really hoping those 6 is like a step up from the sort of visual presentation that we've been getting in Persona games since Persona 5, where like I know 3 took a step, but like it wasn't like
It was a half step.
yeah. I want 6 to be sort of like a new sort of house style for these games going forward.
It'll probably be similar to Metaphor. I would think it would take Metaphor's kind of level of detail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I heard the voice cast is also new. They're not the same voice cast from 4 originally. Interesting.
Yeah, they did the same thing as they did with 3. They just wiped everybody and recasted everybody. Because some of the voice actors... So this is actually the second time they did it. Because the original had one set of voice actors. They redubbed it for Golden with different voice actors. I don't know if it was every single character, but it was a lot of the characters. And then now this will be the 3rd change. But some of those characters, just like with Persona 3, some of those characters, voice actors from Persona 4 have since become much bigger, so they probably would have been more costly or less available.
Give someone else a chance to voice a beloved character, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them sounded really great, like step up. Some of them were real step down.
I saw you had a very
one,
like visual like
reaction
to Teddy.
Teddy, I was like, what did they do? I think others will, like, a lot of people hate Teddy because they find him annoying and his voice annoying, so I think some people will like the change, but for me, I was like, oh, His voice was so iconic.
Hey, if Teddy's voice is grating to me, it's just more justification for me to say Morgana is better. I love Morgana.
I don't know. Teddy is something.
Well, now there's only one more game for us to talk about. A mascot, a 3D platformer mascot, was finally liberated from his Xbox prison. One that we've been waiting a very long time for. And no, people, it's not Banjo-Kazooie. But it's the second best one. Yes.
No more Toys to Life. But Toys for Bob!
Yes, Toys for Bob has brought back Spyro. Congratulations, Spyro. Congratulations to
the Spyro
community. The Banjo community is both very happy and very jealous at the exact same time.
It's very exciting for them to finally do this. What I find very interesting is that like their marketing is like Spyro will be able to free fly anywhere, anytime for the first time, and I'm like, they did that in Legend of Spyro: Dawn of the Dragon, which was like a 4 out of 10 game, but still,
it'll be the first time they do it in a good game.
Yes, it's true. The first time they do it in an actual game, and this is the second Spyro 4.
Yeah.
Just like there was a second Crash 4, and I hope that it's good. But I do hope that they I don't hope they drop. I hope they don't drop the other playable characters. Like I still hope that we have a few
like the penguin
other
dude
characters appear. Yeah, like because Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 both had a lot of characters, and even Crash 4 had a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that they still do that. Like I still hope we get to play as some of those. But I hope a lot of characters come back. Like I hope we get to see like Alora and like Bianca and stuff in more games, because they didn't really come back in Spyro's original sequels to the trilogy. Not in any significant capacity. So it'd be cool to see them explore their trilogy characters a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. And this game,
either way,
it's been long rumored. You got to watch Canadian Guy A's reaction to Spyro being announced. Like, he was always like the butt of a lot of people's jokes because he was the vocal guy saying it's happening, it's happening, it's happening, and he would make all these like theory crafting videos about like clues and things like that. And he must feel so vindicated right now. I'm so happy for him. He's like the voice of the Spyro community in my eyes, at least. Well, he does a lot of stuff for his 3D platformers in general, but Spyro is coming out on everything, which is really awesome as well.
You know what would be also really awesome, Matteo? If it could come out on everything?
What?
Destiny 3.
Oh, yes. Yep. Well, that'll never happen because...
Nope, it'll happen.
But yeah, Spyro, I'm really excited for that. That's coming out spring 2027. Yeah, there's just so many games. Like this Summer Games Fest, I feel like is the quantity over quality. I'm not saying like these games are going to be terrible, but a lot of these games I feel like for the most part are going to probably be just like average, like really good games that we play. There isn't that one game aside from Final Fantasy that's really like leagues and bounds better than everything we've seen. But mind you, we haven't seen what Nintendo has.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm releasing this video either late of the night on Sunday or Monday morning, and who knows, maybe we'll have a Nintendo Direct announced for Tuesday.
You know what we'll also have announced on Tuesday, Matteo?
What?
Destiny 3.
Hey, Gino. I'm excited for Gino's long 16 years of asking for the third
Gino
game
and Joe
in a franchise.
Can feel the pain that I felt for 16 years.
Yeah, they can enjoy 16 years of asking for the third game in a series killed by a big 3 publisher that purchased a company that was closely aligned with a different big 3 publisher.
Oh my gosh.
You want a Destiny 3? Too bad. You're getting Destiny merch and you're going to like it.
No, they'll get Destiny nuts and bolts first,
yes,
and then they'll get Destiny merch for.
Hey, we're already getting the Sparrow Lake Racing
League. You want Destiny? Well, too bad. You're gonna get a Destiny collection, and it's not gonna be a remastered version of any of those games. It's just gonna be another Destiny collection, and also the Guardian from Destiny is gonna be a playable character in a fighting game. It's gonna be awesome, but it's not gonna be what you want.
And Destiny will appear in
Why am I getting attacked?
Astrobot.
Yes.
Astrobot, they'll be like Destiny returns in Astrobot. Actually,
Yeah.
Destiny was in Astrobot recently.
Yes.
Cade was one of the characters they added.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Colonel there?
Jolt of...
Was the Colonel there?
Which
I think
Colonel?
it was just Cade.
It was just
I think it
chicken.
was just Cade.
Oh, I don't think so. Shows what I know about Destiny.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't played that game in a year, and I'm still in the top 7% of players all time in Destiny 2.
Do you get
for
the emblem?
hours?
Do you get the emblem?
I don't know what that means, but the fact I haven't played that long and I'm still in the top 7% says a lot about that game. But we will be doing a Destiny discussion one day. Gino has promised me that it's going to happen.
Yeah. It'll be after the
and
update.
we will also be doing a Nintendo Direct breakdown, similar to how we did on the other channel. When the Direct happens, hopefully it's Tuesday. If it happens Tuesday, that video will be out Tuesday night or Wednesday. No promises, but if it's not, the Direct's not this week, it'll be the next week. That's what at least the leakers are saying, and I trust Nate the Hate. So his voice is very, very, very well respected in these parts. So
You know whose voice is also very, very...
no, don't make this
very
about Destiny anymore.
But I'm trying to be like the Twitch chat.
No,
You compliment the person what they're saying, and then you make it about D3.
well, what we did.
And Matteo is being like the Twitch chat, being the guy that's like, shut up, Destiny people.
Yes. But anyways, everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you heard and you like our other content, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Hub World. We'll be back very shortly to conclude this Summer Games Fest season. So yeah, we will see you again next time. Bye.
Yeah.
Hey!